Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you this evening. And I'm very, very excited to have Ryan with us for I think about a year ago since he was being here. So again, to kind of teach us about selling T-shirts on Facebook, right? So we heard, we know a lot of people are making tons of money with Facebook, and especially with selling T-shirts. So he's going to here to share his own journey with it, how he overcomes the obstacle, finally made some money. And what I'm most exciting about is that he's brand new software. And for those people who are selling T-shirts or who are going to sell T-shirts, this is really one of a kind software that really going to help you save lots of money and lots of time. Most importantly, take all that guesswork out. So it'll be very, very exciting about that. Now, before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Ryan got started in internet marketing, and most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success that he has today? So, Ryan, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Sure. I started internet marketing about 5 years ago, and I think like everybody in the scene has had trouble starting at first. I didn't make money for the first 2 years. Mm-hmm. There was just a lot of problems with it as it was, and then I drifted into starting to do offline websites for my own business. Mm-hmm. I had a tiling business back years ago, so I started doing little bits of advertising through Facebook here and there, and before I knew it, I had generated a lot of work, and I thought, well, I can either bust myself by tiling every day and wear my body out, or I can take a shift and start internet marketing. So that's what we did. We started using Facebook ads and things like that to start generating more money, and we started selling things through Facebook, and it just built itself from there. Basically, we stuck to one thing and just kept going with that until we started making money with that, and then that gave us the ability to expand and start doing other things, and so we went from marketing offline businesses, and we still do that, by the way. That's one of our core businesses is offline businesses, websites for offline people, but we branched off into starting to do our own things because we still have more time to do things. So we got into started T-shirt marketing. I went through a couple of groups that I was in, and I saw that a lot of people were making a lot of money from selling T-shirts, so we started getting into that. At the start, it was hard because we didn't have any information on how our campaigns were running, and we just didn't. We were basically the blind leading the blind. So
isn't that the truth?
Yeah. So what we did was we thought, well, let's bring it all back down to the bare bones of everything and see why why campaigns are tipping and why things are doing the way they are, and let's get all the information back into one place. And then once we have that information in front of us, then we're able to see why campaigns are doing what they're doing and how we can better them, and then eventually how we can automate the whole process so that we don't have to spend so much time in doing the same thing again and again and again. Right. So that's how we came into developing this software and developing tools that make that job a whole lot easier. So yeah, and here we are now. We're doing some great campaigns with Teespring. We're making good money from it with the help of this software. So yeah, we were going to keep it to ourselves, but we thought, well, we're getting such great success from it, it would be greedy to keep it to ourselves, so let's bring it out to the public. And here we are.
So guys, we're going to review this in a little bit inside this interview, and just want to give you a little hint here. I think a lot of people will absolutely want to make this kind of money that Ryan is making with a T-shirt right now. Let me just put that much info as a hook right now. But he's going to review inside exactly how much money he's making as direct results by using this awesome software. Because really, you guys are going to see this taking all the guesswork out, and you're going to save a lot of time, and you can save a lot of money as far as testing and get that winning campaign running. I think a lot of people are struggling with it. I mean, who in a million years would think he can make this kind of money with just selling T-shirts, especially with Facebook? I would never thought of that. I mean, every single day I see people post their successful story story with selling T-shirt inside those group he's talking about. So that's another reason I'm very, very excited to have him here to kind of share some inside tips and so help you running your next successful campaign as well. So Ryan, with all this up and downs, because you've been doing this for a while now, with all this up and down with your very own success and maybe failure with the internet marketing, what would be some of the solid advice you can give to someone who just starting out with internet marketing? Perhaps they haven't really found a direction yet. What going after, either do offline or Teespring or whatever it is. What would be some solid tips you can give them right now to at least point them to the right direction?
Okay, that's pretty easy. I mean, the main thing that you need to do when you become an internet marketer is stick with one thing. Okay. You might have heard this before, but it is the bare bones truth of everything. One of the major problems, I found, and I found with a lot of my peers that are marketers as well, is the bright shiny object. What do you call it? The bright shiny object phase or whatever. Right. You know, you're sitting there and you check your emails and you see this bright shiny object come through, and it's all bells and whistles and it's got everything in it, and all of a sudden you're taken from the thing that you're doing and you're concentrating and you're focusing on, and your mind is drifting to something else, and then you see the sales page and things just, you start drifting. So my sole advice, and this is exactly what made us become to where we are today, is focus on one thing. Get to that point where you're making money from that, and once you can start making money, scaling becomes easy. But you still need to focus. But once you can start scaling, then you can start looking back at something else to add into your money-making portfolio or whatever you want to call it. But at the start, the best thing is to stick with one thing until you start getting a return from it. If you keep jumping from one thing to another, that's all you're going to keep doing, and you'll find that you will be doing that forever and you'll never get anywhere. You'll just be stuck in that same rut. So if you can pull it back and just go, okay, just for this 2 weeks, I'm going to focus solely on nothing else but what I'm doing, and the bright shiny objects are still going to be there when I'm finished and when I'm making money from this. Then go back to them. But for the initial part of it, if you're not making money online, just find what it is that you feel that you will be comfortable doing, and just nail that, and just keep there going till you get money back from that, and then you can start opening up to other avenues.
Right.
That's my biggest tip. Is, just focus on something until you get it going. Teespring marketing is one of the best ways to do it. I mean, you can if you focus on this and you get your designs right and everything, which is it's not very hard when you can model other people and what they're doing as well. Don't copy, not by all means, but if you can model off other things what are successful and duplicate those, then half of the work's done for you. Then just keep focusing on that until you start getting a return, and then you can either go and start doing something else, or you can just focus on that and build it to as big as you want. So that's my main tip, is to focus on one thing until you get that money coming in, and then you can either decide, well, should I scale this, or should I find something else that I want to add into the arsenal or whatever. But yeah, just focus on one thing, take a lot of action on it, and it will turn out okay. I can pretty much guarantee that. That was the biggest thing that we needed to do, my wife and I, Emma, was to just focus on one thing, get that to the end of the line and get that making money, and then start doing other things as well.
Cool. All right, so to kind of summarize what you said here is that, first of all, you need to be focused, find out that winning, whether being offline or Teespring or email list building, whatever it is, you need to be really, really focused on. The next step, you need scaling, which is very, very important. Once you find that winning stuff, you really want to scale as fast as you can, so you can get more money comes in, right? And automation is the next thing you need to do. And another important thing I kind of pick out for what you say is the modeling part. And Anthony Robinson said successful people leave footsteps, right? That you can follow. So it's a very, very important. It's not so much for you come out with your new stuff, but so much to learn that existing stuff that's working, but come up with the new stuff, right? So that's what you mean by modeling. Just kind of a very, very quick summary of what you said here. Just keep people on their track here.
Yeah. Well, modeling. I mean, having a look at, you know, for example, what we do is we'll go to other places like eBay and things like that, where they're also selling T-shirts, but they're not a big platform that are selling T-shirts. And then we'll have a look at what's working and the niches that they're targeting and the designs that they've got, and then we'll twist them up a little bit to put our own spin on things, and then we'll take them back to another platform such as Teespring, and we'll start, you know, marketing through there. Nothing is exactly the same because we don't want to infringe on any copyrights or anything like that. So we just basically model. We don't copy, we model. So you know, if we go over to eBay, for example, we'll find a T-shirt that's working over there, and we'll have a look at the designs that they've got, make our own up, similar but not the same, and then we'll bring them back to another platform which is bigger, such as Teespring, and then we'll start pumping them through there. So that's what we've been doing, and that's what we found has been working. There are other ways that you can get your model from other sites, not just eBay. There are a fair few others as well. We go through them in the training in our tips as well. So yeah, it's basically just seeing what's working, seeing what's working for others, and just expanding ideas basically, and that becomes fun. I mean, when you start doing things like that and you come up with your own designs, you can get really creative with it, and it takes the work out of what you're doing. Like Emma and I, we have a ball when we sit here and we go and have a look at other people's designs and everything. Then we put our own twist on it. We make things up, and we sometimes add funny things into it. Sometimes we go for the serious way. It just depends on what kind of niche we're trying to target and how we're doing it. But the bottom line is we make it fun, and we have a great time. And the best thing about it is we make money at the same time. So
slowly. They just add to the fun, isn't it, when you started making the money, especially the money show. So, all right, so let's talk about what we're here for, the most exciting part. Well, my dog just showed up. She probably want to make some money with T-shirts as well. But anyway, so...
that's a good thing when she sees it.
Yeah, she's staring at it right now. It's kind of funny that she just showed up. Anyway, so, hey, I'm interviewing people. Go play with yourself. All right, so let's talk about, out of all the things that you will be doing offline, you've been doing experimental with other things, and why did you decide to do T-shirts? And what I want to get down to is why basically T-shirt is such profitable and fun and really, really cool stuff to do, especially for somebody just starting out with the internet marketing. Why they should at least give it a shot, give it a try if they've never done T-shirt before. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay. Well, how I got into T-shirts was I joined a couple of groups, and I paid a fair bit of money for Facebook training. Now, I jumped into a couple of groups, and I saw what other people were doing with their with the training that they were taught on, and I thought, I started seeing some results coming through from other people, and I thought, wow, there's a lot of money coming through this. Maybe, like, what's going on? So that was what triggered my interest on selling shirts, was the money that people were making. So I started watching what other people were doing and saw, some campaigns were coming through at $10,000 and
oh yeah, myself.
Some people are making up to I've seen $100,000 in a month. So obviously that ticked my interest straight away. I thought, wow, that's some serious money. There's some people out there that are really making a good living from it. And then I thought about it even further, and I thought, T-shirts are things that people wear all the time. They're not going to, it's not a niche that's just going to fade out or become overcrowded or anything. There's always going to be people that are going to want to wear shirts. So, and it's seasonal as well. So during the seasons they can buy hoodies, which is an even bigger profit margin, or back into the summer you can put them back onto short sleeve T-shirts or singlets or whatever. So I started thinking there's a massive market here, and it can't die. It has to keep going. So then I started talking to Emma about it and said, look, why don't we start doing a couple of ads and see how we go, you know, getting a couple of Facebook pages together, and so that's what we did. We started doing it, and getting the Facebook pages together was the fun part as well, because I started engaging with a lot of people and talking about the particular topics that I was marketing to, and I've made a lot of friends from it as well. And then once we started doing the designing and everything like that, like I told you, it became fun. It became, you know, we sort of started getting, what about if we did this to a design, or what if we did this, we put this on there, and you know, it became fun. And then we started making money from it, and we thought,
then become
wow,
fun.
Great. I mean, we're sitting here, and this is what it's all about, and this is what people have been saying. Internet marketing is fun, because it is. Once you start, you know, getting into all that, then it just becomes fun. You wake up in the morning and you want to go to work. You want to sit down. Well, I do with my wife, because we work together. So we sit down and we create funny looking images and designs, and then sometimes we put funny, no design at all, and we'll just put text, and you know, targeted to the right audience. They just sell. It's yeah. I mean, if you get the feel for the people that are in your groups or your Facebook pages, and you start seeing what they're talking about and everything, it becomes a lot easier to kind of get inside their heads and understand what they like, and when that happens, then the designs that come out of that they start flowing, and it's just a lot easier.
Right.
So yeah, that's why we do it, is because it's fun, it's exciting, and it makes us money. So
I think it would I guess it would be safe to say that it's a lot of fun than your old job, which is laying tiles all day long.
Well, I was a tiler for 10 years, and I'm not a very big person. I'm strong, but I'm not very big, and it was getting tiring. I'm getting to the age of, I'm nearly 40 now, and I've got 3 kids, and I was out 10 days a week, you know, 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and just busting myself stupid.
If you really dedicate with you know, selling T-shirts on Facebook, because I'm sitting back here thinking, you know, a lot of people watching this, one of the reasons they want to join internet marketers, become internet marketing doing full time, is they want to really replace what they do with the internet, like fun things like, you know, selling T-shirts, to replace the existing job, which they absolutely hate, probably at this moment, and I can totally relate to that. And can they be, if they really focus on what you're being teaching here, what you're being using here, can they actually replace the full-time income? Like, do this full-time? Is it realistic?
Easily. No problem at all. Not a problem at all. Well, I'll show you some screenshots of proof of income that we've got, and you'll be amazed. It's completely.
Cool.
I had no choice in the matter. When 3 years ago, my lung collapsed from, the doctors put it down to tile dust and everything like that, so I was put in a position where I had to change my career. There was no way that I could go back to tiling again, because I probably would have died if my lung collapsed again. So I was pushed into a place where I had to find another avenue and another way to support my kids and to pay for my house and do everything that I had to. So that's where internet marketing came into it.
Right.
As I've said before, we didn't start with T-shirts. We started with web design, which we still do, and we still make good money from that. But once we got that going and we focused on that, and that was kind of put into autopilot, then it gave us enough room to start venturing into other aspects, and that's where we came into T-shirts.
Yeah,
so,
that's the key point here is that's. Maybe right now, as somebody who's starting out internet marketing, they found internet marketing information overload, because you can do offline, you can do T-shirt, you can do Facebook, you can do blah, 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 you can be video marketers. But the key here, guys, once you're mastering something, you want to automate like Ryan does here right now. I want to point that out while he's saying it, is he pretty much automate his offline business so he can start automating the T-shirt business. Then who knows? Maybe he become a video marketer later. Who knows? Maybe he wants Facebook market later. So it's beauty about internet marketing is you can start in different divisions. You can have a multiple stream of income. You can have a passive income. You should be very, very excited. You shouldn't feel like information overflow. You should feel you're really blessing with this internet marketing because there's so many different things you can do. And the key is to make all those happen is make automation happen, outsourcing, buying software like Ryan's here, and make your life easier. So the most important asset in your life is not the money, it's the time, right? I mean, I think Ryan's going to agree with me here, and that's what his software going to do for you, by the way. I want to give a little hook here. So let's talk about the next, I guess the roadblock, if I had to guess, is I heard from my audience is they say, well, I haven't even made a dime here yet, and for me to buy advertising, like $200-300 to test this method out, it's tough on me right now. But Ryan, you say that's not the case, you can start with a very, very low budget. So why don't you kind of bust that myth a little bit here?
Okay, to bust that myth, that is a myth. Straight up, that's a myth. Our campaigns that we do at the moment, we test with $5. If it doesn't start converting and it doesn't do what we want it to do within $5, we cut the campaign and we start with something else, because we're not into making money to go and waste it on testing. We're more about, if we, starting very, very small with getting an idea of what's going to work, and before you know, if that starts to work, scale it from there. Then put your $200 or $300 on. Then open it up to $1,000 or however much you want to do. Once it's making money, don't go putting $200 or $300 into an ad to find out that it's not going to work, because that's, to me, is crazy. I mean, if you're going to do that, you're going to end up having 5 campaigns that are going to cost you $200, and you've got one that's going to make $1,000, and then all of a sudden you've lost everything. So we're not about that. We don't. There's no way that we would do that. So what we do is with ours, we test with $5, maybe $10 at the most, and if it's not going to turn from that, then we know that it's not a winner. So we start again until we get one that says in the stats from the dashboard. Obviously, we just look into the dashboard. Okay, yes, this is converting from $5. Let's open it up to $50 and see how it goes from there. Then if it's still converting from there, let's open it up to $200 or $300. But we don't open it up until to those bigger figures until we definitely know that we're going to get an ROI from it. That is the major part of internet marketing. You need, if you're going to spend money on traffic and ads and things like that, then you need to test very small. Wait until you've got your results, find your results, and then scale from there. I mean, that just makes sense. It's a win-win. So we've set everything up in our software so that we can tell from $5 or $10 at the absolute most whether or not a campaign is going to be profitable or if it's not. So
right.
If it's
So basically, the major point here, you don't have to start with $100. You don't even have to start with $200. You can start just $5 to know, hey, here's the winning. Let's go proceeding with it. If we're not, hey, no big deal. Let's make a new T-shirt and see how it goes, right? So basically, if you skip a coffee or a lunch one day or sandwich, you can get this business off the ground, right? I mean, instantly, literally. Right? Are you there? Oh, Brian, where'd you go? Oh, there you go. Ah, there you go. You're back.
Sorry about that. It's we just got kicked out there for some reason.
Not sure why.
So, yeah.
So basically, I was just kind of saying that you know, let's just start with what I say here, so I know how to cut it. So basically, the method, like, you have to have $200 to or you know, $100 is total the math, and you can start with just $5. That means if you skip a dinner or skip coffee or skip a movie, you can basically have this business instantly start off the ground, right?
Yep, exactly. We started, when we very first started, I said to Emma that we're not going to be pumping as much money into this. We don't want to do that. We're beginning at it. We want to start small, and then we'll scale from there. So we started, like I said, with $5 campaigns. That was it. Once we got our first winning campaign and we turned that $5, well, we had a $100 budget complete. Once we started getting a return and we made that $100 back, we doubled it. Then we started doing it even bigger and bigger and bigger until we got to the point that we're doing the numbers that I'll show you in a second on a screen share.
Okay, cool.
So it was yeah, just start small, guys. You don't need to be pumping hundreds and hundreds of dollars into these campaigns. You just need to start small and go from there, and it works. You'll see all our strategies inside our members area. We walk you through it. We've got Facebook groups to help you out as well. So yeah, you've got support there as well for us to show you exactly what we do and how to get the same results.
All right, so my next question to you is, we know, like, successful internet marketer all have one thing in common, is that they have their own email list, and you doing something very different than most people who selling T-shirt online. Not only you selling the T-shirt, but you also building a list at the same time. Can you elaborate and give us a little bit trick about that one?
Yep, sure. That was another problem that Teespring marketers had, was not being able to build a list.
Right.
Obviously, Teespring gets the list because they have to sign up to buy the T-shirt, so they have to sign up to the platform. They give their email, But
right.
The vendor doesn't get the email list. So we thought about it. So how can we integrate this to work so that we can build a list? Mm-hmm. So we built into the software a thing called Facebook Connect. So what we do is we send from an ad, and we incentivize them to get a discount. If they connect with us, they get a discount to the T-shirt. Okay, so we put it down as a $10 discount at first. So we take out a fair chunk of our profits, but we're building a list at the same time. So it's kind of, you know,
that's
counteracting itself.
I think that's genius, because you can use that list reselling other T-shirts or even other internet marketing products, right? As long as it's in that niche, and then you gotta pretty much, you control the traffic at this point. You don't have to continuously pay Facebook for the traffic anymore for the next T-shirt you build. You can just directly email to them. I think that's a genius what he just shared here. And if you are selling T-shirt, if you're going to sell a T-shirt, write this down, that you need to build the list and selling T-shirt at the same time, and so that you can control your traffic. That's very, very important as internet marketing goes. Just not just selling T-shirt, any other internet marketing going to. So let's talk about that. You say you have another great tips by using the actually one of the bonus you're going to give it to when people purchase this software of yours. We're going to talk about very, very shortly. Talk about that tips a little bit. What exactly is all that about?
Okay, we did code up an audience targeter, so a piece of software, because we had, you know, go through your Facebook ads manager and trying to find your particular interests was proving to be rather difficult. You know, sometimes they pop up, sometimes they wouldn't. It had to be an interest in Facebook before they would pop up. So that in itself became kind of hard in the targeting aspect of things. So we coded up another piece of software which is free as a bonus inside the members area, which is called Audience Targeter, I think we called it. But basically what it does is you have a search window, you go in and you type in, say you were targeting, say, pit bull dogs, you'll just type in pit bulls, and then it will bring back all the Facebook pages that are on Facebook with with the large, well, it goes from the largest to the smallest of how many likes or how many members they've got on the pages. So basically, it'll bring back all those. You just tick the ones that are showing interest that you think will be interesting. Tick them. It'll put it into a clipboard for you. Then you go straight back over to Facebook and put it into your interests straight there. So it's all done for you. You don't have to worry about trying to think about how, what would a Facebook page be called that's going to be targeting pit bulls. That was where the problem was, where we were going, well, what would they call it? Of course, it's going to have pit bulls in it, but that it might be called something different. So it was hard for us to find the exact precise interest that we wanted to get to. So we developed another piece of software to help do that for us. And we were actually going to launch that as a separate product itself, but we thought, well, we'll throw it as a bonus for free for ProfitSpring customers to help out and make that job so much easier. You don't have to worry about it anymore. It's all in there. So you just basically type in the keywords, and it brings back all the pages that you've got. Like I said, put them back into a clipboard, back over to your Facebook ads. All your interests are in there. If they're not an interest in Facebook, it won't pop into the window. If they are, it all pops up. It's all done for you.
Oh wow! Oh wow! It sounds like a dream come true for a lot of existing T-shirt sellers here as they listen to this right now. So, Thanks for sharing those tips with us. And let me kind of dig down to the story a little bit here. Why did you? You kind of mentioned this a little bit ahead of time. Why did you decide to develop this software, and why did you, most important, why did you decide to finally release this to the public? And what are the biggest problem you're trying to help all the internet marketers solve here?
Tipping campaigns is the biggest problem, and being able to have all your stats and everything into one place. Like I said before, it gets very confusing when you're going from one platform to another, getting some stat results, coming back, putting them all into documents, having a look at that they're done, making sure that was okay. All right, well, you're not really happy with those, so let's go back over and change our content in Teespring, wait a couple of days for that to come back and everything to come back to you. We've eliminated all of those problems. Basically, with ProfitSpring, you can walk in and you can set up your campaigns instantly. And I'll also add that you can do it from any kind of device that you want. You can build complete full campaigns from your mobile phone. You don't even have to be on a computer. So we made it completely 100% mobile responsive. So if you're sitting on the beach and you see someone walk past with a T-shirt that looks cool, you go, hey, I wonder, that would probably work. So out with your tablet or even out with your phone, log into ProfitSpring, set up your campaign, and you're done. So, I mean, that's what we tried to do, was take out all the frustrations of all the little bits of hardness that we had, that we were finding, and we took all that away and put it all into a piece of software and let all that do it for us. And then we've also added in functions of scheduling, because that was another thing that we were having, that was not having trouble, but it was annoying and it was time consuming. And you had to have a memory on you. Like if you've got a campaign that's running for, say, 15 days and you get down to the last 4 days and you want to add that scarcity in so that people say, oh, this campaign's going to end in the next 4 days, we made it so that you can put in, hey, this campaign is ending in 4 days. And then the next day it says, hey, this campaign's ending in 3 days. And then right down to the end, last chance. This is it. You've got one more day to get this T-shirt. So by coming back every day and trying to change that content at exactly the same time was proving to be a pain in the butt, basically. So we added a scheduling aspect into the software where you've got all that details in one place, and you just type in your schedule, type in the content that you want it to display, hit save, and it's all done for you. There's no need to log back in. There's no need to do anything at all. It's all automatic. So that was one of the problems that we tried to get rid of, was the scheduling for a start, and then the automation added into it as well, so that we took basically 2 parts of the problem away and put them into the software so that it does it all for you. So there's no need to be logging back in. There's no need to be changing your content. It's all done.
Cool. So if you imagine you are airplane pilot, and to kind of fly the plane in a storm, a very dark night, and what they all relied on is the instruments. They're telling you different dashboard instrument telling them to fly the plane, right? So before your software, you have to log in different sites to see the stats of different things. That's rather difficult. Imagine you were airplane pilot, do that, and you're probably going to end up crashing the plane, right? Because it's too complicated. So what you did here is put one thing into one dashboard, like the airplane pilot right in front of you, where the altitude is, whether it's I don't know, the gravity. I'm not an airplane pilot, but I think if I say it this way, I think people get the idea that you need to have all the stats into one place so you can navigate to make the intelligent decision as a marketer to make the money for you, right?
Yep, that's correct. Yep, that's a great analogy of it. That's exactly what we do basically. Is take all the frustrations out and put it all into one place, automate it all, make sure that it's easy to read, easy to see from one place, and go, okay, this campaign's not tipping, it's not working. Shut it down straight away before you waste any money at all. So, but and it's the same for the other way. Hey, look, this campaign's converting at a crazy 20%. Let's scale this to the max to get as much as we possibly can out of it. And that is all done from one dashboard. You can just basically go click, and it's done. Obviously, you have to log back into your Facebook to scale it, because we may add that in later on, but that takes a lot of different coding to be able to work your ads. So you get all your information from the one place, see that it's working, straight back over to Facebook. Let's open this one right up and get it really cranking, and then you can start getting $5, $10, up to $15,000 back from one campaign, so that you know everything is in that one spot, and it's simple.
Again, nobody gonna fly their airplane without a gauge in a stormy night, right? Because I don't care how good you are, you're still gonna have to rely on the instruments or the readings that tells you. So it's the same analogy as doing internet marketing, is that most people are blind. They have no idea which one's a winning campaign, which one to dump, because they don't have the dashboard right in front of you all at once, right? So this one's really going to solve that problem. So I'm very excited. So would you have a couple minutes, kind of give us a very quick sneak preview of this thing, of what it does, and so people have a better idea how this is really going to help them, how easy this is?
Sure. Excuse me for turning my head for a minute. I've got to look at the screen, but yep, I'll screen share here. Okay, so here we have the dashboard. Can you see my screen? Oh.
You haven't shared it yet. I'm still seeing you, so that's not good. All right,
there we go.
Now I can see now. We're good.
Okay, let me log in here. This is the dashboard. Okay. So within the dashboard, we'll come to say add a new campaign, and this is where we add our new campaign. So we'll put the name of the campaign in here. We'll go back to Teespring, we'll grab our Teespring campaign URL, and we'll place it in here. We'll place in the autoresponder that we want to use, so we can use aWeber, getResponse, SendGrid, and MailChimp, the four of the main autoresponders. Then we'll put a description in for our campaign, and we'll hit create. Okay, so that's pretty much how easy it is to set up a new campaign. I'm going to take you into, this is a demo account here, and I'll take you into one that we've got here. This is a campaign that I had set up as a demo. So in here you can see it's set up to my SendGrid autoresponder. There's the URL that I've integrated this campaign with. Now, this is the copy that I've got. So limited edition, sold nowhere else. You love your pitbull, so grab this before it runs out. Now, that's split testing against this limited edition sold nowhere else. So it's the same copy. So if I wanted to put, hey guys, for example, and then I had that, and then I say, all right, let's split test it again, and then we'll put in the top one here.
Oh, that's powerful.
Yeah, so we'll come back and we'll put, hey girls. This is obviously just for demo examples, but now when I hit save, what that's going to do now is go back into edit. Now each customer that comes, or each person that interested buyer comes to the Facebook the Teespring page. One customer is going to get nothing except for just the limited edition sold nowhere else. The next customer that comes in is going to see Hey Girls, and the next customer that comes in after that is going to see Hey Guys. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll come into split test, and then it's going to show us exactly what, how many display counts there are, how many people have checked out, so how many people have actually gone to the page, and then how many people have gone through and bought it because there's a pixel on the checkout page. Okay, and then that's going to display a conversion rate in the end here. So from this one screen, we can tell if the Hey Guys, the Hey Girls, or the one with nothing, no introduction, is converting better or worse. Now, in saying that, we can come back to split testing, to edit campaign, and we can do whatever we want in these. I mean, we can add images, anything we want. So we can swap it up with images. We can swap it up with just straight text. We can have completely different copy, or we can have the same with just the tiniest little bit of split testing. So the power of this is huge. You can basically do anything you want when it comes to split testing. So that's the split testing part of it. Now, if I come to scheduling, or say I wanted to, let me get rid of this one and this one. Say we just had limited edition, and we wanted to say, oops, sorry. 3 days to go. Grab your shirt now. Okay, so then we wanted to schedule that from, you'll see the dates here, the 8th to the 3rd. I mean, these are just demo dates, but and to the 30th of the 3rd, to the 3rd of the 8th to the 30th of the 8th, and then we'll schedule again. So we run that from the 30th of the 8th, and then we'll end it at the, say we ended it here. Okay, so now that's going to schedule on that day, the 30th of the 8th, it's going to stop this copy from being presented in the browser, and then it's going to start this copy. And then we'll schedule again, and we'll type 2 days to go. And then we'll get the dates right. So these obviously.
You can also test the time hourly by hour, which time they sell the most as well, right?
Yep, exactly. So I mean, we've got everything's in here so that we can split test schedule. That gives us control of absolutely everything. We can actually even schedule split tests. So say we had on the 30th of the 8th. We wanted to schedule, we wanted to split test what was going better for a schedule. So we let that run for an hour, and then we let another one go for an hour where we're split testing 2. So that within those 2 hours, we've split tested 4 kinds of copy, and we've seen what has come into the best and what's converted better.
Now, do you just run one Facebook ads for this, then send to this link and let it automatically test it out? Or do you run several different Facebook campaigns?
It depends on what I'm doing. Okay. I like to start off with one to see whether that's going to go okay. If it doesn't, then I'll put a couple of different designs up, or I'll put a couple of different copies up. It's basically the same as what you do with Facebook ads. You know, you split test copy with your ads to see if they work and what's getting better click-through rates, and we do the same here. It's you know, a lot of people do that by split testing and checking out and changing the copy up and everything on their Facebook ads. Well, this gives us the ability to do exactly the same thing back on a Teespring campaign. So yeah. Well, it all depends. You can run one straight back and just test that one. More often than not, we like to do a couple. But like I said, with only a $5 budget and then we can cut the ones that aren't working and scale the ones that are straight away.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we forgot to show them how much money you are currently making in direct results of this.
Okay. Yep. Here's a couple of proof. You'll see on the 18th of the 9th, 2014, we requested for a payout of $3,051. Obviously, you can see them all here. That was one good campaign that we had running. Here's another one down below. Okay, so we've and these are only in a month period. So
it looks like you made well over 5 figures here.
Oh yeah, well over 5 figures. So,
cool.
Yeah, like you can see here, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 3, 4 is 7, 8, and 6 or 7 there. So there's 14, 15,000 in just this one. So yeah, obviously there is ad spend to take out of that. That's not completely 100% profit, and I'm going to be honest, straight up with it. But there was a hell of a lot of profit in that. I can guarantee you that. I mean, there's a $10,000 month right there. So there's the answer to basically swapping your job. If you've got a $2,500 per week job, there's the swap right there, just with this one campaign. So then we've got others as well, which are running, but yeah, that's pretty much how it is. So
cool. All right, is it? Did we cover everything for the software, or is it more feature we need to show them?
More features. Obviously, there's Facebook Connect. Let me come into here. What happens is when Facebook Connect when they go through a Facebook Connect and they get offered a discount, if they take that discount and they press OK and they connect with you, then ProfitSpring automatically takes the list and their email addresses. So if you want to grab that, it's as simple as pressing export, and then it'll give it to you in a CSV file. You can just basically download that and then go straight over to your autoresponder. It's already connected with your autoresponder, so it does take the emails back in there. But if you for some reason need to have these out into maybe your own separate, self-hosted autoresponder or whatever, then you can export with a CSV file and then upload into your self-hosted autoresponder. So that's the Facebook Connect. We also have an added bonus here, which is Glow Tea. Now what this does is you basically come into your Teespring campaign and you put in the URL here, and what it will do is it'll take all the T-shirts that you've got and it'll pull the design out with the T-shirt and take all the white backgrounds out automatically. So it'll give you a zip file with just the image, so you can use them in your ads as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we've added that one for free. We're also adding in another. We'll be putting this into another tab on here, which is I'll just quickly run through the bonuses that we're going to add as well.
Sure.
Okay, so audience insight targeting. The secret strategies that help you pick the right audience every single time. Don't just find the right audience. Rather, that was what I was telling you about before with the audience targeting. We've also got WP Social Buzz Pro plugin, which is easily create viral images, generating landing pages inside your WordPress blog to explode your mailing list while keeping your customers happy. Bonus 3 is WP Fun Quizzes, so you can put quizzes on your WordPress blogs to engage traffic and keep your visitors to your pages longer. WP Social Pops. Convert qualified traffic with eye-grabbing animated social pop-ups that activate at the bottom of your blog. So use one for fun-to-use plugin to increase your social following conversations. This is all about engagement, guys. That's why we've added these bonuses in for you to get your engagement up and really going. So the more engagement you have on your Facebook pages, the better you're going to sell. The better you're going to sell your things. Okay. Explosive brand new WordPress plugin that allows you to quickly and easily create high converting landing pages for your articles and posts. Now this is great for using. Here's another ninja little trick that we use. Competition pages. So if people want to, when we run competitions, all they have to do is enter their email, use this plugin to basically come in and enter into the competition, and then you can give away one of the shirts to one of the winners. So if you're sending, say, 50 people back that sign up to your to the competition, one of them gets a T-shirt, but you've got 50 people on your email list. And you've also got 50 people on the email list that are interested in your shirt. So it makes it extremely powerful for email marketing to them. You know that they're interested in the shirt, so then you can retarget them from an email campaign as well. So
interesting.
That's another great way. Again, we show you how to use all these in the members area. So, and WP Locker Pro, smartly lock up your content to drive massive viral traffic. So basically you'll get a pop-up that comes up and says that the content's locked. The user presses share on Facebook or tweets it or Google Pluses it, and then it opens the content up and lets them see what's behind the thing. Again, it's another very extremely powerful piece of software.
Cool.
That will really help you build a list as well.
Cool.
Okay, so that's what we have, and
what would you say the total value of this? Like, what's the estimate value of this bonus here? All this together.
Just these ones here, I'd say around $300 or $400, but with the audience insight targeting that we're going to add in the software as well, that would pump it up to around $500 bonuses. So
that's cool.
Yeah. We wanted to give as much value, and as not just value. We want to help people be able to start marketing with their Teespring or with their T-shirt campaigns and build them highly powerful from the word go. Not have to go through all the stuff that we had to learn, and we had to find out by trial and error. So what we wanted to do is with this whole package of software is make it so that you guys can come in from the start and just go for it, and have fun while you're doing it and get a return straight away, so that you're not wasting any money, you're not wasting any time. Everything's here for you. You've got all your information, all your data, everything's ready to go. Okay,
great. So can you maybe come back to the cam so I can ask you some direct question about the offer itself?
Sure.
Unless you have something else you would like to share as well.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so this is a very, very exciting things for the T-shirt marketers here, and for the someone who wants to get into the T-shirt marketing as well. So let's talk about the awesome launch here. Let's talk about the name of the product, time to launch, and who's going to be really beneficial for getting this.
Okay. The launch is on the 22nd of October EST, Eastern Standard Time, which will be at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard. We always try and keep them in the middle of the day so that everybody has their chance to get to them. Now, who's going to benefit from this? Definitely people that are already marketing on Teespring. There's no doubt about it. You will be able to take your campaigns from being in the unknown to knowing exactly what's going on, where, and how, and why. The other people that are going to advantage from it, that get an advantage from it, are new Teespring marketers, people that want to get into selling T-shirts. This software plus all this package takes out. It's an all-in-one package complete, so that we can show you exactly how to start the correct way in marketing T-shirts. There's been a lot of people that have had a lot of frustration and not being able to tip campaigns and not being able to get into this marketing. I've also seen a fair few people that have wasted money by doing it the wrong way as well. We kind of got upset with that and thought, there's got to be some way that we can teach people how to do it straight from the start, and that's why we came up with all this software. We came up with these bonuses as well to really put a package together that's just going to be super powerful, easy to use as well, so you can basically come in and hit the ground running. So
cool.
That's who it's going to advantage. Anybody from people that want to start and have no idea, this is what makes it easy for you, and the people that actually are doing it still, all the way through. People that are doing it and not making too much money to the people that are doing it and making a lot of money. We can optimize and automate everything for them in the whole process.
Okay, cool. So let's talk about what exactly are they getting inside the front-end offer. What is the starting up price, and how many days are going to keep this thing open?
Okay, we're going to keep it open for 5 days. To run a piece of software like this, it's going to cost us a fair bit in server costs, especially if we have a fair few people that are using the software all at once. So what we've done is we've got a 5-day introductory offer to get people in the door and to get people to have a look at it and see if it suits them. Once you go inside, you'll know that it does. It's a great piece of software. But after the 5 days is over, we have to change the pricing structure and put it up to a monthly reoccurring price, so that we can afford to pay for the server costs and everything to run these kinds of software. So the price will be going up to $67 per month after the 5-day launch. At the moment, we have 3 different pricing structures. I think from the top of my head, it's $27 for 5 campaigns, $37 for 10 campaigns, and $47 for unlimited campaigns. So, we really wanted to keep so that we could pump in as much value as we could with unlimited campaigns. That way you can just do as many as you want. It doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the pricing structure for the front end. So, and what comes with that is all the bonuses. You get $500 worth of bonuses as well. You get lifetime access to the software. So if you do pick it up through here, you'll be grandfathered in for the lifetime of the software. You also get the insights targeting software, which we'll be adding to the members area. Also, you get the support. Well, we have great support. We have live support on the actual page itself. So for the duration of the launch, we have 6 people spread throughout the world. So we've got people in the UK, we've got people in the USA, we've got people in Australia as well. So the time zones cross over, so that there will be somebody online through the whole 24-hour periods of the entire launch. Okay, so that's live support. We also have an exclusive Facebook group that we will be taking people in for all different kinds of things. We do ask, and I will state this, if there is any technical support issues, could you please go through the normal support avenues. But when it comes to the marketing and the tips and tricks and other things that you need to know and share as well, if you come up with some great some great strategies, then we're always open for you to share them in our group, and we'll be sharing everything that we have as well. So there's going to be a lot of support there for you guys and to really help you out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I recap that again, you get all the bonuses, you get the front end software, you get support, and you get lifetime acceptance for the one price. Whereas after the 5 days, we're going to have to take it back up to a monthly recurring commission, cost.
Right. So let's talk about the OTOs. Let's start with the first one.
Sure. The first OTO we have is Profit Manager. Now, this is a very, very powerful piece of software. Some of the biggest Teespring marketers that I know, that I'm friends with as well, they had spreadsheets that they were putting all their data into. They were going back and forth from Facebook to Teespring, and they were getting their conversions, and they were getting their ad spends, and they were getting a whole heap of different variables, and they were putting them all back into a spreadsheet. So we went, okay, we can automate this. What we've done is integrated it with a Google Doc. So our software, you put a couple of variables in from your Facebook ads, just your campaign name, and your campaign name from Teespring, and then what that does is reads the whole lot. So it's from one Google Doc, you can see all your ad spend, you can see your profits, your net profits, your gross profits, your return of investments, you can see your shares, your likes, your basically every single piece of information that you need to see is all there on one spreadsheet. Now that also comes, I think that's a $27 price. Again, that will be going up after the launch as well. However, you can have unlimited campaigns throughout that whole software. So if you're running 400 campaigns, then it doesn't matter. You can have them all. Basically, each campaign takes one line, so you can see the whole lot from one place, and you can see multiple campaigns from the one page as well.
Okay.
So O2 is a extremely powerful ad maker, Facebook ad maker. Again, like Loti, it takes the backgrounds out of your campaigns, out of your T-shirt ads, and then puts them into an ad maker, and then basically you've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different designs of buy buttons and guarantee buttons and arrows and all kinds of different marketing graphics that you can make your ads look extremely powerful. So, I mean, Facebook has a rule of 20% text, so you've got to try and get your ad across and look appealing to a person without putting too much text into the ad. So the ad maker puts a good, nice background in, you can gradient it, you can do whatever you want with it, you can pull your T-shirts in, you can put your little buttons and your any kind of marketing graphics that we've all got built in there. That's another OTO. Now that one's the price structure of that. I'm pretty sure it's $37 per month for 1 month, and then we have a 6-month option as well, and then a 12-month option. So I think the 12-month option is $67, but it's extremely worth it. The software alone is great. We were going to put that at a much higher price, and we still are after the launch. All these prices that I've just mentioned to you are for the opening of the launch as well. So, okay. Yeah.
So is that all the OTO, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I think Ryan, I think I pretty much got all the questions I need to ask you here. But one last question is, it's a very important question. As people watching this, especially they want to get in Teespring, or they want to sell T-shirts, or who are selling T-shirts, want to double or triple their profits. They want to buy this software of yours. They want to get. They're very exciting after to watch this interview. But you know what? Everybody has that little negative voice in their head and tell them not to take action, to do anything. So my question to you, Ryan, is what makes this software so unique, in your personal opinion? Why should the grab do this launching period?
You won't find anything like it anywhere else. It's pretty much as simple as that. I've looked absolutely everywhere. There are other platforms that are coming out at the moment that do similar things, but nothing integrates with Teespring and Facebook like ours does. Nothing on the market at all. And I've searched and searched and searched to see if we can find something that's like it, and there's just nothing out there that does it. Especially with the 3 major aspects: the split testing, scheduling, and list building, all in the one place. This is basically just a Teespring package that makes everything easy and automated. So, if you are sitting on the fence about it, I would get it now, because, like I said, the 22nd is the day that we open up the launch, and we've got it going for 5 days, and then the prices are going to go up from there, like I said, to accommodate for our hosting costs and everything else included. So, if you are sitting thinking about it, don't take too long to make your mind up, because the price will go up at the end of the 5 days. So, and apart from that, all the bonuses will be taken off as well. So there won't be another $500 worth of bonuses. It'll just be straight through the front end, and it'll be a monthly reoccurring, price. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys heard it, if you want the bonus, I mean, if you want the software, you want to make more money with a Teespring, go grab during the launching period. So Ryan, before we leave here today, do you have maybe a final word of wisdom you'd like to share?
Focus, take action, and have fun with it. We're in an age of technology now these days where it's just amazing, and to be able to take advantage of things that come out like this, and to be able to spend more time with your family and more time for yourself is what the goal is. You know, nobody wants to be stuck in a 9-to-5 job working their rings out continually till you end up at 80 years old, and then you go, oh, well, it's too late to do anything. Now is the time to do these things, and now is the time to take advantage of the softwares and everything that we try and build to make things easier, and spend some more time with your families. Start your families. I mean, I have 4 kids, and since I started doing internet marketing, my whole life has changed. I spend every single day with my kids. I spend every single day beside my wife. I have a great life, and I do owe it to internet marketing. I also owe it to ourselves as well for taking the focus and taking actionable steps every single day to get us to where we are. But once you start, you know, like I said before, once you focus on something and you start getting an income from it, everything changes and everything becomes the way that you want it to be, and then other things start opening up, and you can, you know, start building again and again, and before you know it, financially you're set, you're free. You don't have to have these big bills hanging over your head and going to work every day and working for somebody else to take that on. The main goal is to spend the life that we've got. It's so short, to have fun with it. So thank God the internet is here to help us all do that, and you know, it is really a great thing. So my advice is to take action. Set your mind into a place where you're going to focus on something and you're going to make money, and there's no doubt about it. That's what I'm going to do, and don't stop until you do it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
That's my advice, guys.
All right. So great. I couldn't have said it better. So having fun, taking action, and be focused. I think that would be a 3 quick way to summarize what you said here. So. Guys, thank you so much for watching this, and make sure you stay tuned. Watch a very, very short sell/demo video, so in case we miss something, so you know exactly how this is really going to benefit you for your next campaign, and how really going to maybe quadruple your income with the T-shirt business as well, and especially get to do what Ryan does, relax with their family every single day, right? So. And on that note, guys, thank you again so much, and looking out for my email tomorrow. So again, ensure you get the awesome bonuses and exclusive review as well. And on that note, Ryan, thank you so much for sharing this awesome software with us, and awesome tips with us as well. And I'm sure I'll be talking to you very, very soon.
No worries, guys, and hope to see you on the other side.
All right, cheers.
Thanks, guys.